Hi everyone, as always a little intro here. The game that you're about to see was my first King of Catan game. It was a bit of a slow game personally. I like to have a timer in it, but it was a very competitive and a very close game. So I think it's a nice one to share with YouTube. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. So I must say, technically, it will not be a true community game. I'm making sure that if I lose, you guys cannot say I lost that community game. I kind of would have lost that community game, but if somebody already making excuses, yeah, exactly. But I don't know this guy. I guess he's. I'm not. Yeah, he's not in our community. He's not. Hawkeye's playing. We're toast. Yeah, yeah, let's do that. You know, nice. Cool. So now you can see how far I am from the general community because I have no idea who Hawkeye is, but I'm up for it. That's fun. Okay, so there we go. Let's accept it. Oh, so you can say I'm not ready here, but yeah, I'm ready. Who's is this? So Hobbit, you have three different names, I believe. I think this is Hobbit. I'm still level 20 Scrum. Spike is already 21, and that Hawkeye guy, yeah, he plays a lot. You can see it. As long as I'm the gray player, I'm happy. So, how long can we play? Or are we ready? Or it's ready. It's ready. It's not ready. Oh, I was sorry. That button was saying I am not ready. So if you press that, you say I'm not ready, right? Okay, I learned something. This is new for me. This is new for me. I've learned a lot this evening about the new user interface and about this custom game. We played custom games before, but I think it changed. So it's a regular game, no Harbor Master game. Uh, of course, Spike and Hobbit, turn off your audio. Oh, someone had a bad connection, it seems. I was really looking forward to this game. So, can we do it again or what? It's taking a bit, you know, it's taking a bit long, but I'm sure. Hobbit, you didn't make it in. Okay, we'll just try again. As long as, okay, so, okay. This is weird, right? If you press this, you say, I am ready, but if I press this, it will say, I am not ready. So, I'm not ready. So if you press this, okay, so this is weird, right? Okay, but we're getting into in the second game. Hopefully everything works out now. It does seem like it, and we can play. So we do get first placement here. Let's analyze this board. It's low on ore. That 4 is decent. It's also really low on wheat actually. It's very high on wool. The wool harbor is there. So I think I like this spot because this gives me flexibility as well. It's pretty close to that to that good lumber tile. This gives me flexibility. Theoretically, I could still choose to play white or to play tall later on. So I think I will go for this one and I will aim my road towards that wool harbor. Also have a 3-to-1 harbor close by. Hopefully we get decent ore on our second settlement, but I'm not sure if any of these will be open. This one would be reasonable, this one would be reasonable, and we can play a wider game, and we can make up for the lack of ore with this harbor. I like this spot because it gave me flexibility. If you have wool and you have wheat, you have flexibility because for the tall strategy you need wool, wheat, and ore. And for the white strategy, for if you play white, you go for wool, wheat, brick, and lumber. And I can still choose on my second settlement. But if I want to play a good white game, there isn't a real good settlement. This one is decent, but my lumber would be a bit low. So let's see, whose turn is it? Actually, why can't I see whose turn it is? It isn't. Doesn't it have a timer or what's? Oh, it's green's turn, I believe. But no timer in this game, so I'm not used to having no timer. I guess that's a good thing for me because we have seen it happening that I lost I lost games because of the timer. Hawkeye is a really good player. He's the greatest. Young Naja, cool to see you in the stream, man. I haven't heard from you before, but cool to see new people are joining in. Maybe you have watched before. Yeah, we'll see. I'm up. Yeah, it's fun, right? It's more fun to play with some better people, and I'm sure it makes you a better player as well. If you play with good players, you get better yourself. Um, but this Hawkeye guy, at least the hype is real. I'm not sure if it's a hype or if it's just if he's just really really good. It seems that he's really really good. I don't want to not believe you, guy. Young Naja, thank you for following, man. That really encourages me to continue. I started out streaming 9 weeks ago, I think it is now. So all your support really helps me out. And this is a good settlement from the green player, I believe, from Hobbit. That 2 brick with a brick harbor. He has, you know, there's still some good brick spots left on the board, but that's a good spot. Uh, King of Catan has an unspoken rule. ARH, always Rob Hawkeye. So yeah, that's fun. That's cool that my very first King of Catan game is with the best player, I guess. So that's cool. Click buttons for the win. That's my strategy. That's my basic strategy. So that's a cool and good name. Cool to see you also in chat. I haven't seen you before, but again, seeing all those new people joining in my stream, that really encourages me to continue. So cool to see from you. Cool to hear from you, I guess. I do have to get adjust a bit to not having that timer. You know, I lose a lot of games because of the timer, but I guess for the stream it's usually good to have a timer because you know it's more fun to have. I guess it's fun to have very competitive games with good players, but it's also fun, you know, if there is some tempo in it. But since these are all veteran players, they will probably play a bit faster once after their initial settlements because this is obviously the best, the most important how do you say it, most important the most important part of the game. Damn, my English, my that one word part, that's not a difficult word even, but I got it eventually. That's okay. So Spike is analyzed, so maybe we should check what would I do if I were Spike. It's a rough placement for him, honestly. You can prioritize that ore, but you have no guarantee. You have very, very little guarantee that you'll actually get good wheat. There is not a lot of good wheat left. This would be there, I guess. So yeah, it would be nice to have that ore harbor as well. So I think I would go for this one, and then I would go for this one. So yeah, he does go for that one. But that second settlement's hard, and I'm not sure how this Hawkeye plays, but I'm afraid that somebody will steal my wool harbor, maybe. But I don't know. It's interesting to see what he does. If he's, you know, he's apparently a very good player. HRH, right? So let's see what he does. If I were him, I would definitely find this a very hard decision. Let me check. Where's the lumber harbor? Lumber harbor is there. I would think he has very rough placement here. So I might go for a cheese, but it sucks. You have two good wound tiles here, but the third tile sucks. But otherwise, I maybe would have gone for something like this to cheese a bit. No, there isn't really another cheesy option. Mm, Omega Lolo, 11 for 6, you say 11 for 6? 11 for 6 and 8 3 10, you say. Those are decent, yeah. No brick, but you know, you have decent wheat income, decent ore income, you can buy development cards. But you have to do something in these rough placements. So yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. Maybe, probably I would go full cheese. Go for this one, go for that one, aim my road towards there, get another settlement there, and go full on the wound farm. I guess that's what I would do, but I'm not sure if that's the smartest decision. I know Omega Lolo, you've had a very good few weeks, or at least last time I checked, you were very high ranked. So this probably is the better the way to go. These two, but well, yeah. I think I would cheese, but maybe I cheese too much. It's just really fun to cheese. So he is taking his time, and I do understand that this is a very hard placement. So yeah, I really have to. I think are there also matches with a timer on King of Catan, because I do understand it's good to have a lot of time. Definitely in this during this settlement, it's important. But for the stream, it's yeah. I like it when it goes a bit faster. So I think you're getting you're correct, Omega Lolo. So the first one goes there, but he goes for this one. So that is interesting. I guess he was thinking, what will the rest do? And I think he's expecting this to be open. And maybe is. Our ore got blocked, obviously. I would like this one. But since I was first placement, I don't think this will be open. If this will not be open, I still could go for this one maybe, or I could go for still could go for that full cheese strategy. Go for this one. We'll see what happens. It's now whose turn? It's Red's turn right now. Spike's turn. He still needs wheat, so I'm expecting him to take. He has wheat and he has wound here, right? He still needs wheat and wound. Then he has all resources, so I'm pretty sure he will take this one. If not, probably the green player Hobbit will take this one. So for us, then this would still be left, or this if we want to go full cheese. I think this one would be best and go for that settlement. So then we have we don't have any lumber, but we would get ore at some point. So we'll go for this one or for this one. It depends what will remain open, if one will remain open. It could also be that that the red player takes this one and Hobbit takes this one with the same idea of going to that ore. But then he would have so much. Yeah, it wouldn't be that bad of a deal because he could go for that brick harbor. So I'm not sure if any of my desired settlements will still be open. So I think I would prioritize this one first because it would improve my wool income, give me my ore that I need, and I'm set up for a good song game. But yeah, red takes that one. My second settlement would be the one that I just showed. My second settlement would be this one, my second option. My third option will be this one, I think. So now it's green's turn. Can he get some? He could get lumber and wool, I guess, and then he could play a tall game. If he goes for this, he doubles down on his brick, and he has a brick harbor. that could work. You know, three decent numbers on brick. If you click the rubber 15 times, it will shoot out a laser to blow up the board. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Damn. Cool, they added new stuff. I didn't really like the graphics of that thing, but well, yeah. I guess they should work on fixing the glitches first, and I guess they did fix the glitch for the victory point guard glitch. So yeah, it's a fun little thing. I'm not sure who found that out. Who was so bored? I could have been so bored by now, actually, to do this. Uh, so yeah, now you're curious. Well, can you do something else? Hey, you can. I never knew this. I'm not sure if this was in the older games. Can you actually adjust the lighting? No, it doesn't show on the board. I never really actually checked out the entire table. I probably never have seen this. I never had so much time to do something. So Hobbit has to do something here. Uh, I do understand why that it's a hard decision for him. I think this or this would be decent for him, both. If he takes this, I think I have to take this. I'm not sure what else I could do. So if this is taken, there is no three tile spot left, except for this one obviously, or this one. This would get me some ore. Arguably it's better than that boom. This could get me a fast development cards. I think this might be better, yeah. Even though it's a 12, you know, I'm not expecting a lot of it. It could help, but yeah, ooh, so I wanted that one. But I do understand that that Hobbit takes it. For us, there are not a lot of options left. Preferably, we would have gotten a good ore spot. This is still open, but not very sure about it, to be honest. Um, if we didn't get that good ore spot, we would have liked a good, decent lumber and brick spot. But you know, it was to be expected that those got away. So do we cheese here, or do we go for that ore? Hmm. Competing with Spike here for that harbor, I'm not sure how viable that is. He has income, he has decent road building capabilities. We will not have any. So if we place it here, I think I will go for this one and go for another settlement there eventually. You know, a cheap settlement. Um, so do we go full cheese or do we go for that ore harbor? Hmm. If we place it here, we could go for another settlement there, I guess. But Hawkeye would go for that one. At least I expect. Um, so I guess I would aim my road up so I can get a settlement there, 4 cities, largest army, and win the game like that. And I think I'm going for that. I feel most comfortable with that. This will be a pretty good setup for Hobbit that I leave open, but I think I'm going for that. So let's do it. Let's go full cheese on our first King of Catan game. There we go. So we get an 11, so we missed that one. I decided to go for that one to get an early ore. If we had a wheat, we can get a development card. If we get a road building or a Years of Plenty card, that would be very good for us. Damn. Also, Antic, I'm not going for the 6. So yeah, they were talking a lot. Gray will take it. I was really thinking about taking it. That's correct. But in the end, I decided to go full cheese. And we'll see in the end what was the correct decision. We had to make a decision, right? Um, so yeah, the Hobbit is taking a long time here. I was hoping the game would move a bit faster after, after we had our initial settlements, but apparently not. And I should pay better attention to the game log. I don't like it that it leaves if I click something. Can I pin it? Lock panel. Okay, I can. It isn't good for the stream. I have to get my chat somewhere else. And I am robbed by Hobbit. I do understand. He doesn't have any wool income. I had a lot of wool there, so I do understand that. And the red player Spike steals the brick from Hobbit. We are just looking for a 9 pretty much, so we can get a fast development cards. And we'll see what we get. Otherwise, we're just waiting for a lot of wool, so that we eventually will be able to get to that settlement, to that harbor. That definitely will be our first objective, but as of now we haven't hit anything. So we're hoping for a 9. We do hit that 9 here. Hopefully no 7 will be rolled and we can get that development card, and hopefully we get a good one. It's about a 20% chance that you get a special development card, so it's not that big of a chance, but getting a early knight is also very good. So you can defend your provinces, defend your tile, especially this one. So hopefully we get that special development cards. A victory point would be okay, but at this point I'm not sure what I'd rather have, a victory point or a knight. So again, Hobbit rolled a 9, so that's a lot of brick for the other players. But it's wheat for me. I do have best wheat in the game, so that's something that the other players don't have. And we get a 12, so we get another ore. That's pretty lucky. If we can get a city there at some point, that would be nice. I'll give you a wound for a lumber. I don't think that makes sense. I believe 2 3s have been rolled. No, not 2 4s. 2 3s, yeah. So he doesn't have any ore, I believe, but he does have a road, so he just builds a road and he passes his turn. So we don't want a 7. We get another 9. That's good. We're actually pretty close to a city there. Obviously, if we can go for an early city, we will go for it. But I didn't expect to get these resources after my second round. So I'm going for a development card here, because this could be stolen as well. Give me a complete road and I will do it, I guess. You never know, just ask it. He has over 7 cards. He has to do something. So if he's asking for it, I will not give 2 wheat away. I want to keep that development card in my hand. I will take that one. This will still give me that development card. It will give me that early road towards that harbor. And once I get to that harbor, I think I have a decent chance to get at least some victory points in. Maybe I could have asked for a bit less there, but I didn't, obviously. That's okay. So we get a road here, and we get a development card. Hopefully we get a good one, but we get just a knight. That's fine. And we do get that early 5, so that's cool. We're just looking for a lot of wool, 1 wheat. Maybe we can do a trade again for some wheat, since wheat is so valuable in this game. Definitely now this is blocked, so I like this being blocked. So if this gets unblocked, I'll probably use my development cards immediately to block it again. So my wheat is worth a lot and I can trade it expensively. I I think I really have to make good usage of my wheat income on this game. And once we have that settlement, I will go for another settlement there and just go for a 4 cities largest army game. Maybe in the end it makes sense to sneak in a longest road, but I'm not really expecting that. I think Hawkeye is going for longest road. He has the setup for it. He can connect easily. He has best income of brick and lumber, so that doesn't really make sense. 2 lumber for 1 wheat, so you can see how expensive wheat is, or how expensive people think wheat is. And for the other players, it probably is. So no 10 yet, 111. And did he hit a 2 as well? He didn't hit a 2. 1 lumber for 2 brick. I don't have any of that, so we do have a lot of wool as expected. We could go for another settlement there instead of there, to be honest. Oh yeah, Omega Lord, that's a good point. That's very true. Yeah, because I would have been able to get that settlement, and I didn't get that road building, but it could have made all the difference. If I would have gotten that road building there, I had to wait a full round, and I would be at risk of it being stolen. But yeah, then I would have been able for sure to get my settlement here. And once we get our settlement, the sooner we get that settlement, that harbor, the sooner we can try to cheese, try to snowball. And the same counts for Hobbit. We do get a 9, so we have another wheat. That's good for us. Maybe we can trade it expensively again. We'll see what happens. Maybe we can do another road trade for that 1 wheat. I'll give you 1 wool for that ore, I guess, so I can get another development card. No, 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 no. 1 wool for 1 wheat for 1 ore. That's what I'm willing to do, but nothing else. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like. Really, next time I will play with. Oh, so again, he bought a development card. I'm thinking, why did he steal a card from me? But he's just buying a development card. The next time I play, I would like to play with timer. I just think that's more fun, and it makes it a bit more anxious, and you really have to hurry up. So Hawkeye is offering wheat. I'm not sure how he got that wheat. Let me check here. Where did he get that wheat? He didn't steal it. He didn't trade it. Oh, he traded with me. Now he's offering it again. But he builds a road. But we do know he has another wheat. So he isn't willing to trade it with us. I think he's going to offer another trade. And I think a settlement here would make more sense than a settlement there. This would open me up for a longest road, I guess, but improving my wool income is better than I already have a 2 wheat income then, and getting 2 wheat from not 1 number, that's always nice. So let's see if somebody wants to give me something for my wheat here, preferably some lumber or some brick. I do think it's though. If not, I'm still comfortable at passing my turn with 5 cards at this point of the game. So no, that's too much. But I would do a 1-for-1 trade here. I know Hawkeye has 1 wheat in his hand, so I'm not sure why he would want 2 wheat. But I'll do a 1-for-1 trade here. It does get me closer to my objective. No, he asks the same, and we're not taking that. We have to keep an eye out on the resource. I still have to get used to this new game log. But we can use our knight to steal some lumber or some brick later on the game, so we can get that settlement up. If we do block this 10, or this 10 is blocked again, that makes our wheat more valuable. That's good. And we do have 4 wool. So if we are able to steal a brick or a lumber and we don't go over 7, we can build that settlement. So that's a 6, so that's another wool for us. We are very close to 8 cards. I have no interest in your ore. I do have interest in, what do you have? You don't have anything I need, right? You only have ore and wool. I do have interest in your lumber. I'm just showing him. I want lumber. I don't want wool. So let's check for this night. What should we do? So we know Hawkeye has 2 lumber here. Let's go from here. So there goes a 7, but we are not over 7. So he could steal wool from us, but I'm not expecting it. And also I have a knight, so if he follows the way I play, I wouldn't block me because I would place it right back, and I'm right after him. So I'm not expecting to be blocked, to be stolen from. If I'm stolen from, I'm expecting this wool to be taken. So the most important thing is that we can steal a brick or a lumber in our next turn. And I think we have the best shot at doing that if we steal from the green player, from Hobbit. Because I'm pretty sure that Hawkeye used this brick and lumber for a road. Hobbit has brick, Hobbit has lumber, I've seen. Right? Where was that lumber that I saw? I saw him getting lumber as well. Oh, he cannot have lumber. So no, yeah, he has 2 brick. And again 2 brick. So I think he has a lot of brick. So we'll roll first. We get a 9, so that's another wheat. And if I don't have to use my my knight, that would have my preference. But Hobbit again got a lot of brick. So we will steal from Hobbit, and I'm pretty certain we will get his brick. So how did this work again? I have no idea. Eventually, if I click enough, that will work. I will place it back on that wheat, since I think my wheat is too valuable. So we do get that settlement right now. We stole his brick, that's cool, and we get that lumber for our wool, and we get that settlement. And that was really important that we got that as soon as possible, because now we should have some flexibility. Next objective will be a settlement there or a city here. If we get a city here, that's 6, and 5 will be very good. If we also get a settlement there, it will be very hard to block me. And getting a city here, if we get 1 more 12, we already had 1. If we get 1 more 12, we could get more cities. And we already get 2 wheat if we hit that 9 right now. Let's open that game logs. Log panel. I'm not sure, when is it locked? They still have some work to do with the interface. I have no interest in your wool. I guess 3 wool for 1 wheat I would consider. Yeah, I'll give you wool for your ore as well. And he does have 7, so he wants to do something. I expect him that he wants to do something. So yeah. Again, I want to know, how do you lock this panel here? Yeah, I don't really like the chats in Catan Universe. I think most of the times it only gets a target on your back, but in this case, since everyone is chatting, maybe not chatting will get you a target on your back. So Hawkeye rolls a 4, that's not good for us. All the other players get something, but we don't get anything. We could buy another development card in our next turn, and I think I will, since we already have one, and I want this to be blocked. So we are the only one with decent wheat income, and if they want wheat, they have to trade with me, or they have to trade really expensively with the bank, since they don't have any harbor yet. So I want to have another knight in my hand. And again, if we get a road building or a Years of Plenty, that would even be better right now. That would really help. Monopoly would be nice as well. So I'm not sure. Maybe I think since everyone, I have the feeling that because everyone is taking so long in this in King of Catan, I have the feeling that everyone has like pen and paper by in his hand and writing down, like keeping an eye out on who has what resources and all of that. Just use the game log. Just go a bit back, and then I'll make my decision. That is what I like about the regular Catan universe, you know, the timer. So I really have to get used to the timer so far. But I'm having fun. It's just a bit of a slow game, and I guess that's just the way it is in King of Catan. So we roll here. Here we did roll an 8. There's nothing we can do, but we can get another development card, and we will. And we'll see what we get. We get another knight. That's okay. It's always good to have no resources in your hand. If you have no resources in your hand, they cannot steal anything from you, right? You cannot steal anything from me if I don't have anything. So it's always, at least for me, it's a good feeling to give everything I have away. Well, not give it away, but to buy something from it. It's always better to have your resources on the board than to get then they are then to give them away to the bank, or if they are stolen, it's always better to just get them on the board or get them in your hand with a development card. So here Hobbit gets his settlement here. We have a very similar strategy. I have slightly better numbers, and I was there a bit faster. And I'll take this trade again. I think it's exactly so Spike was lucky in this round, I believe, that he didn't hit a 7. So he gambled and it paid off for him, but he still needs something. And again, you can see how expensive the wheat is in this game. So I want to keep this blocked because it's really hurting the other players. And you can see that Hawkeye had to build a road here, it seems, because he just doesn't have any wheat. So yeah, we will make sure that this will stay blocked. Ooh, but Spike, I think he traded something 4 wool for 1 wheat, so he did have a lot of ore. We didn't have any wheat to trade. And there goes another 6. That's not good for us. I guess we do get some wool, but it's not very good for us. And there goes a 3. Again, that's also not good for us. We have 3 wool. What do I do with it here? I think nothing at this point. I'm comfortable. You know, I don't have any cities yet, so I'm comfortable with not doing anything, even though if I have 3 wool. If I would have traded 2 wool for, let's say, ore or for brick, or for brick probably in this game, then I would have had the chance that somebody wanted to steal it from me because it's a valuable resource. Ooh, so Hawkeye did lose half of his cards there, and my wheat gets blocked by Hobbit. So that's a decent play because I have to wait 2 rounds now before I can unblock it. Hopefully they don't hit a 10 and this will remain blocked. That's what we're aiming for. And what I was saying before, if I traded 2 wool for one ore, for example, that would have really hurt. And trading wool with Spike, I don't think that's going to happen, since every time we hit a 6, he also gets a lot of wool. I think he got 2 wool in this round. Yeah, he got 2 wool. He also gets ore from it. So that 3-to-1 harbor would be nice for him, but I cannot really help him with him. Help him, yeah. But I'm sure he wants to do something. He builds another road. I guess he just wanted to do something. He wants it. He gets over 7 cards, so I do understand that. And it's Hawkeye's turn right now. Ooh, so our 9 does get blocked here once. That sucks, but it's okay, I guess. I'm just happy no 10 has been rolled. Although blocking this 10 is less valuable because they are getting their. So yeah, Hawkeye is definitely going for longest road, as I called out in the beginning. He just has to set up for it. Let's use our knight in time here, if we can. And I have to block this 10, I believe. And we can steal from hobbits to get another brick. And since we have 2 wheat, or let's roll first, right? We roll another 7, so do I want another brick? So Hawkeye had 2 lumber, he just built 1 road, so I would like to see some lumber. I guess some ore would be nice as well. So I'm stealing from Spike, but it kind of sucks that I roll another 7 because I really wanted this to be blocked. So that sucks. But in that case, I I think this will hurt them most. At least this will hurt Hobbit a lot. And I'm going for that lumber. We get another brick, that's okay. We'll trade that 2 wool for 1 lumber. And we'll go up towards that 3 to 1 harbor. But yeah, that 7 hurt because I really wanted this to be blocked. So rolling a 7 right after it, that hurt. Hopefully they do not hit it. I roll another 7 maybe, that would be nice. Or somehow I can buy a development card. So there goes another 7. And who is it? Ooh, it is Spike. So hopefully he blocks their wheat again. And not my wheat. Let's see what the... Ooh, he had to give away cards. So we already blocked a lot of 10s, I believe. And yeah, there he goes. That's a good spot. Good placement. So I'm happy it's back on here. Now I'm the only one with decent wheat on this board. And for Spike, it's kind of similar. He has decent wheat. So I would do this. I really want to get a city there as soon as possible. So I'll offer you a brick for a... I'll give you a wool as well if I just get that 2 ore. I think that's reasonable, and I believe you must have 2 ore, right? No, I cannot do that, sorry. I'll go back to the original trade. Maybe he now thinks, okay, I'll do that for that wool, but he doesn't. So I do notice that these players are a lot better at trading as the regular players. So we do hit our 9 here, that's good. Maybe we can trade that wheat for 2 ore, for example. Because I think the red player is looking for the red player, Spike, is looking for some wheat because he has a lot of ore, I believe. And he's looking for wheat for a settlement, for a city, for a development card, whatever he wants to do. I think all of them are looking for wheat. So Hawkeye was asking 1 for 1. He offered lumber, so we know he has 2 lumber. And we stole his brick there, but he still needs a wheat. So we roll a 7. Again, I don't like it. I want it to be here, so that sucks. I guess I would like to steal some lumber here. Who still has it? I believe Hawkeye still has it, and I think he has 2. So we'll place it there again, and I'll steal from Hawkeye and hopefully get the lumber. We do get the lumber, so at least we can get that settlement up. Now we'll do a wildcard trade for that wheat, and let's see if somebody wants to trade. So yeah, they want to. Yeah. See, you can see the strategy is working, but it's dangerous. I really would like a development card so I can make sure that 10 is blocked again. So they don't want to do it, and I don't want to give away my wheat too cheaply here. Hopefully no 11 or a 10 will be rolled. But it's dangerous. Hopefully Spike or me rolls a 7 again. Obviously we don't have another development card. But it has been very good for us to, that this has been blocked for so long. We didn't get, exceptional trades, but we got decent trades, and it just really slowed the other players down. You can see they built a lot of roads, but they didn't build a lot of settlements. So I think it really slowed them down. So we do hit a 6. Maybe now Spike wants to do that trade because he got ore again, but he needs wheat. I'm sure that he needs wheat. You know what I want. Let's do it, Spike. Come on. I know you want to do it. I know you have 4 wool as well, probably. Then you can get another city. I think so. It could be, yeah, it could be. If he has 4 wool and 4 wool and 5 ore, that could be the case. Then he could do this and get another city. But that's just the price for my wheat. I'm not giving my wheat away cheaply in this game. I think it's very valuable. So I need to keep the price high. And that's why really this needs to be blocked. Click red city 15 times if you want to blow it up. Really? Is that also a thing? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there we go. So it doesn't work with settlements. It's oh no. Okay. It's also so it's everything. Okay, it's everything. Is it numbers as well? It's everything. Is it tiles? Not tiles. Does it work here as well? I guess it's nice to do this when, you know, it takes so long. Can we get 2 settlements in one go? So let's try it. Oh yeah, oh that was just in time I believe. We have to, you know, make sure we have something to do since it's taking so long. Hopefully he's still thinking about my trade and he will take it eventually. Ooh, but he does go for a knight. He will go for the steel here. Ooh, and he gets my wool, so that's good for him. Again, let's do this trade. I know you want to do it. So this does suck for me because I'm pretty dependent. No, I want 2 ore and I want my wool back. I'm pretty dependent on this 9, but since I have that harbor, I'm less dependent. But that was a sneaky move. And he goes for a development card. So he already has 2 development cards, and it's not looking good. I guess a 5 would really help us. A 4 doesn't help us. It does help Spike. Spike has gotten a lot of ore in this game. And I understand that he doesn't want to give me 2 ore, because once I have a city here, same goes for Hobbit. If he has a city there, that harbor will just be so much better. And I don't really have any interest for a road, to be honest. No, I have 0 interest for a road. I want 2 ore, but you don't have any ore income, so it's just a no. Just a no. A 7 would be really nice, but we do get a 6. So Spike, I think, yeah, I hit a lot of 6s as well, obviously, a lot of 6. I was thinking more 4 had been rolled. Not a lot of 8. This 8 is not being claimed. I'm not really looking for it. I think my fastest way to win is go for 4 cities and largest army. Let's do a wildcard trade for that wheat. Let's see if somebody wants to give me anything that I want for it. If not, we'll just pass the turn, and we're hoping for a 7 real soon. But they're not offering me any interest, anything that's interesting. We don't like an 11. Oh, I do like a 7 here. That's cool. That's good. So this will not be blocked, but at least that 9 will be open. So I'm thinking maybe this 6 will be blocked, and Spike has to give cards away. I think this 6 might be blocked. I think that makes most sense. You don't really want to block this. It depends a bit on how far you are away. But if you block this, if you're a hobbit and you will place a settlement there, you might block your future self. So that's not nice. So I think you will go for this. This is Spike's only wool income. I am not so dependent on this 6. So that's the nice thing. If you go for this Harbor Master strategy, make sure you have multiple tiles with decent numbers. So you're not dependent on anything. And they cannot mess with you even if they want to. So yeah, there goes the 6. Don't steal my wheat, but I'm expecting him to steal from me. I think he wants my wheat, but we'll see what happens. He's probably checking the entire game log. Oh, but he steals from Spike. Maybe he wanted some ore there, I'm not sure. We do get that 9 immediately, so that's good. We have some more wheat. We're hoping for a 5 and a 10. That would be nice. I guess not a 10. You know what I want. Let's do this for once. 1 for 1 I would do as well. Because I can get that yeah, I'll do this. Maybe I sold it a bit cheap, but I really want to get that third development card in my hand. But you can see how hard it is for the other players to play without having wheat. So I'm very happy that they didn't hit a 10 in the meantime. And I've no interest in brick anymore. I pretty much have what I have here. I just need some better ore. I don't want to expand any further. I just want to go up to 10 points as efficiently as possible. And I think that is with 4 cities and largest army. And hopefully maybe I get a victory point. But it would also be nice to get a knight immediately when I buy my development cards now. So we'll see what we'll get. Reroll a 6, so that's blocked. And that's again very good for Spike there. Let's see first what they want for ore, because I really would like to get that city up. And we know Spike has a lot of ore. Let's just do this. Come on, I traded with you before. No, he doesn't want to do it. That's okay. Then we'll go for that third development card. And we do get that knight. So next round we will be able to block this again. Ooh, but they do get their 10, so that sucks. I'm sure they're very happy with this 10. I wanted to use it. No, I have no interest in your wheat at all. I was thinking maybe for 1 wound, but if I hit my 9, we're going for a city, right? And probably a city there even might be better since we have that 3-to-1 harbor. No. But don't do it now, Spike. That would upset me. I was thinking maybe 1 wound for 1 wheat. But if I hit my wheat, I get up to 2 anyway, so didn't really make sense for me. Ooh, and he gets even more wheat. So he has a lot of wheat. That's not good for me. Yeah, I'll do this. I'll give you 1 wool. I'll give you a wool. Nope. I'm sure that Spike still has 2 ore, so we'll try to... Ooh, and he has wheat now as well, so we can get another city. So this has been a good round for the other players, but not for us. This has been a very bad round for us. And I'm not sure if I want to use my knight here. I have no interest in your lumber or in your brick. I'm not sure if I want to use my knight here. If I use my knight, I can block their 10 again, but they did get their wheat, so they can, you know, use that wheat that they have for some time. Especially Hobbit. And I don't like to get up to three knights to get largest army this soon in the game, because I'm not sure. I still have to get used to this King of Catan meta, right? So, but I feel like you know, in normal games, the normal games that I play on regular Catan universe, it's not good to get largest army too soon because you get a target on your back. So I like this position, because this way if somebody turns around to another knight and he has another development card in his hand, then I know, okay, I have to use my knight here because it's getting too close, and I will be first one with largest army. So I think I will keep it here. We do miss out on that 6, but that's the chance that we took. Spike, we know he has enough wheat. And I'm not doing anything here. I'm hoping for a 5 or a 10. But we get another 6. So we would have gotten 2 wool if we used our knight there. Yeah, and Hobbit, now Hobbit is giving almost wheat away to Hawkeye. I think that's not good because he still can build a settlement there. No, 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 no. Yeah, I think he's overestimating his wheat. Maybe for Hawkeye this is worth it. It is worth it. So that was a good trade, but for me, brick isn't very useful, so I didn't take all those trades that he offered. I was happy with him not getting any wheat because I think he's getting too strong for because of it. But Hobbit got that city there, and now he's very powerful as well. We do get another 9, so we do have a lot of wheat. Okay, and I'll do this. If we get this straight and we hit a 10 or a 5, we can get that city up as well. I think that makes sense. Mm, no, then let's do this. Give me 2 Order. You have so many cards. I'm sure you can. I'm very positive that he can build a city. He has 4 wheat at least, and he has even more ore, I think. So I think he wants to build a settlement and a city. So we did get that through. Uh, uh, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't have any ore, I guess. Okay, I was thinking I had 1 ore, but apparently I didn't. So yeah, he does get a settlement and a city there. That's a good move from him. Hopefully we get a 6 or a 4 so we can steal ore from Spike. But we do get a 5 that works as well. We go up to 7, but we have that city in our hand finally. And again, you can see now Hawkeye finally had that wheat, and now we can build those settlements. So you can see the strength of that wheat. And again, I'm okay with this 6 being blocked. I think I can use my knight for better occasions. Although I do want to build a city now. Do I want to place it here and hope for another 12 in this game? How many rolls? I think another 12 might be likely. It might be likely that we get one more 12. So, and since the other players do not have any development cards, I guess Spike has, but I will not block him. I will build a city here. I'm hoping for a 12 sooner rather than later, so we can get another city up. And in that case, I will use my knight if possible. Oh wait, I had to drag it. I learned it before. I had to drag it. Oh yeah, just click it and drag it. And who I will steal from? I'm not sure actually. Did a 6? So I'm hoping for a ore here. We get a brick. That's okay. That sucks because I spent that night to make this, to block this, but Hobbit rolls a 7 immediately, so that sucks, but well, yeah, that's just the way it is. Um, yeah, nothing we can do about that pretty much, and that 6 gets blocked again, and our brick gets stolen again. So a 5 would be really nice, a 12 would be nice. We want to upgrade 3 more cities. That's pretty much how we want to win. And maybe we have to defend largest army. That could be possible. But yeah, that was an expensive night. Yeah, really expensive night. And I think Hobbit can be pretty strong in this game. He could go for a longest road as well, just as Hawkeye, but he does have a better harbor in my opinion. And he has ore income, better ore income, better wheat income. But Hobbit goes for a development card there. So we do hit a 10. The other guys also get wheat, but we do get our wool. So hopefully we hit a 12. That would be amazing. So this one does hurt. This would have given us a free resource. But well, yeah, nothing we can do about it. A 5 would be nice. So a 10, pretty much hitting anything would be okay for us right now. And I'm not sure if we got lucky so far or not very lucky. So with the 5 we didn't get very lucky. With the 9 it's pretty damn decent. With the 10 it's okay. So I don't really have anything to complain about. That 11 is not good for us. And I think I will do this because I'm afraid now I do have a city and I could go up to too many cards if I don't trade. So we do hit another 10. The other players are getting a lot of wheat right now, but they also have their harbors. So I guess, you know, we did what we could by blocking them as much as possible in the early game. I think that really slowed them down, but now they hit it. That could hurt us. I'm not offering anything for that wheat. I'm just waiting for that 9 to hit. A 9 and a 12 would be amazing. A 5 and a 10 would be okay. And as you can see, in the early game, brick and lumber are very valuable. In the later game, ore is more valuable, and wheat is always valuable. But that's something I've said in my tutorials on YouTube. You know, if you're a veteran player, you know this stuff, but I like my channel to be for everyone pretty much. But in the early game, brick and lumber are more valuable. In the late game, ore is more valuable. It is very powerful to get an early city up, but in general, brick and lumber are very valuable in the early game, or in the late game, wheat is always valuable. Just general and just the way they are, not even looking at the numbers, not looking at the board. And in this game, yeah, I think wheat was very valuable. So you want my ore? Yeah, you can have ore, but you're paying a lot for it, and I think you have to do something. So, and that's also why I like the timer, I guess. If there was a timer now, we had some pressure. You know, I have to do something here. I'm up to 7 cards. I have to do something. And then maybe he was inclined to do actually take this trade. I only have one, so sorry. Oh, so what he's asking? No, yeah, no, sorry. You know what I want? Nope. Yeah, I think I prefer playing with a timer next time, but that's okay. I'm not sure what the culture is on King of Catan and how most games are played, but I think I prefer a timer. So he buys another development card. We have to keep an eye out for that. If we go up to 7 but we cannot build a city, we might go for a development card just to have one. I'll give you a wool. Since your wool is blocked, that might be valuable for you. I need some more ore. I think you have a lot of ore because we got blocked twice on this 6. But that means Spike had got 6 ore or something. No, that's too much for me. I don't think that's reasonable. You have a lot of ore, I have a lot of wool. 1 for 1, I think that's very reasonable. Ooh, but he does it with Hawkeye. That sucks. And he bought 2 more development cards, so we really have to keep an eye out on that. A 12 would be so good. Hawkeye has a lot of cards. I believe he hit some 8. Ooh, a 5 is a very good number for us as well. We are close to another city. I believe he has 2 ore. He just got 1 ore from Spike. So I'm not trading any ore with him. Because he would get a city. But he did have 3 ore. I didn't know that. So we want a 10, a 9, a 12, a 5, anything. We get a 6. This is dangerous, but I think if we want to win, we have to take some gambles here. I think I could have bought a development card there, but I still have some time before they catch up to me. And getting another city there, that would be really helpful. And I need to get at least 2 cities if I want to win this game. And nobody has taken longest road yet, so if I get another city, I could sneak it in maybe. And we don't get blocked, so that's very good. So we just want a 5, a 9, a 10, or a 12, or a 6, whatever. If we just hit something, a 5 would be dangerous because we would go over 7, and we don't know how many victory points they have. So red and green could be very close as well. So Spike, ooh, okay. Luckily he does get my wool. But now we need a 5 if we want to get that city up. Yeah, I think Spike is playing very well. And he needs 2 more rounds at least to steal that to steal my largest army. So if we could get a city and we sneak in a longest road, a quick longest road, that could be possible. But we need to hit one. Our sheep farm has to run a bit better, especially that 5. That would be nice. We have to get a bit better of a sheep farm. Then we could win this game. That wound being stolen from me, that wheat being blocked, that does hurt. And he does buy another development card, so we can be certain that he has enough knights to beat me. So we could decide to keep buying knights and to keep one step ahead of him, or we could go we could risk it that we can finish within 2 rounds. But Hawkeye does get longest road here. And yeah, we'll not steal that longest road, so that sucks. That was a way for us to win. I guess we got our answer. We have to try to keep ahead of Spike, and maybe we can get some victory points as well. So we have to buy one, so if Spike uses a knight next round, we can use another knight, and then he needs to build more. I think that's what we have to do, but Hawkeye got up to 8 already, so we do get another knight. And he's getting pretty close, so we do hit our 5 right now. That's a good number for us. If we hit another, we get a city. Next round we can also unblock that 9, so hopefully we hit that 9 right after it. I'm not sure if they fixed that. If you use a knight, or if you just replace the rubber somewhere, so for example on this 6, there's a decent chance that you roll a 6 right after it. It's like a more than average chance. So maybe, I'm not sure if they fixed that as well, but yeah. So it's Hobbit's turn. I think he still has to roll. No, he did roll a 5. So, and he didn't offer a trade, right? So I guess I'm not sure what he's doing. Maybe he has probably has a special development card, and he's checking. Okay, what? Probably a monopoly or something like that. And he's checking. Okay, what can I use it best for? Because I have to do something. People are getting close to the win. Maybe he was also trying to sneak in a longest road. Maybe he has 2 victory points and he could have won. So at least it's a very close game. So in that regard, it's a lot of fun. So we did get another 5, so we do have that city in our hands, but we also did go over 7. And Spike had a road building, so let's get that road building on a special development card counter. there. And he built one road there, one road there. So that Hawkeye really had a good timing with getting that longest road. And Spike buys another development card, so it could very well be that he has 2 victory points. He has bought so many. Ooh, and Hawkeye does hit another 8. That's a very good number for him. He has that 3-1 harbor. So that sucks, but it's just the way it is. I would like to, I won't use my knight obviously when it's my turn. I would like to steal some ore. But is there ore in the game? There's one road. So we got 3 ore, so I'm pretty sure that Spike has 1 ore left, so that's a 50% chance. So we'll steal from Spike. I also want to block Hawkeye, but it's at least it's a close game. It's a very close game. I'm still afraid of those two cards, but I guess he was not very likely to steal that longest road. So I'm not really focusing on Hobbit. I'm focusing on red and purple, red and yellow. And since I really want to steal from red, I would like that ore. I'm placing it there. So we do get that ore, I believe that. So a 7 here. No, it's a 5. So now it's getting interesting because that 5 is a good number for us. So we do get our second city. That brings us up to 8th. And I still think the way to go is to go for 2 cities. Hope for that 12 to hit once more. Just one more time. This is dangerous. Spike needs 2 more knights. So he needs 2 more rounds at least to beat me. So I think it makes more sense to rush those 2 cities hopefully than to go for another development card. It would have been very nice if I would have gotten a victory point once, you know, in this game. That really would have helped. But I'm expecting the other players to have it, but some monopoly, and I guess that was a decent timing. Could have been worse. So let's get that monopoly on a special development card counter. Yeah, if he okay, so he has one. If he has a victory point and a monopoly, he had very good development cards. Let's see what he has. So he could be up to 8. Maybe later on he can sneak in that longest road and he could win the game. So I think it's a very close game. But I don't think Spike is saying, I'm like the farthest away easily. I don't think that's true. I think he's very close. I don't think that's true. So a 12 would be very nice if we can hit one more. But there he goes with another knight. Okay, and he blocks that 10 again. So I guess that's okay for us. But next round he could steal it from us. And we pretty much need a 5 if we want to build, if we want to buy another development card. So we can be faster than him, we can be ahead of him. So yeah, he's doing some stuff here. He buys another development card. So he could have a knight and 2 victory points and he could be done next round. So I think Spike is very close. So we do hit a 5. So that's interesting. We can buy another development card. I think we have to. It's a very close game. That's clear. Yeah, I think I have to buy another development card here. Because if Spike has 2 knights and he rolls one next round, and I will buy one then. I'm too late. Then he will surpass me. So we do get a 10. That's a good number for us, but I think I have to buy at least one development card here, and we'll see what we get. We cannot buy two, obviously. We get another knight. Ooh, I wanted to trade one more room for wheat, so I guess that was a misclick. And a lot of times when the 10 is blocked, Hobbit rolls a 7. But yeah, I do have another knight, so I can stay ahead of Spike. It does kind of suck that I had to buy 5 development cards, and I didn't get any victory points, because that would have gotten me closer. Maybe I could have finished then. And you know, because Spike and me are in such a competition, that's really advantageous for Hawkeye and for Hobbit. Because I have invested so much in my development cards. And I only get 2 points for it. So I talk a lot about winning Catan games is about getting up to 10 victory points as efficient as possible. And spending so much on just 2 victory points, that's not efficient, obviously. A 12, come on, give me that 12. That would be just amazing. But we get a 7. At least that 9 is open. I want one more 12 this game. We do have a knight, and I think I will use it if I get blocked, because we need some good luck right now. We need to hit a few numbers to actually win the game. So hopefully we do not get stolen from, and we get a 9, then we can get another city and we get up to 9 points. So we need a 12 or a 9, and we cannot be stolen from. So Hobbit could be at 9 victory points. If he all he needs is 2 victory points here in his hand, and he upgrades one more city, and he's done. So he would have been lucky with, you know, his development cards. He got, I believe he got 1 monopoly, and he got 2 victory points. That would have been pretty lucky. But well, yeah, we'll see after the game. Hawkeye is, I'm not sure what he's doing, but he's taking his time to see who he should block on that 7. Hopefully not me, and hopefully we hit a 9 or a 12. At least it has been a very, very close game, and that's fun, I guess. For my first King of Catan games, I guess, yeah, I like it. I don't like having no timer, I'll be honest. But I do like it's pretty exciting. Also, because every round takes so long, it's pretty exciting. Yeah, I can't tell it, but I have a knight. I have a knight. Check my stream. Should I say that? This is the first thing I say. How can I win? I cannot win this round. I could get up to 9 points. Yeah, if you want to, then they know what kind of player. I do not lie. If he rolls a 5, he can port for his last city, I think. Why would they knight on? Yeah, I don't. You can have 2 50 cards as well, Hobbit. So we get an 11. We cannot do anything with that. We don't have to use our knight here. We can wait a bit. I'm almost tempted to just build a road and to go for a settlement for another point. But technically it does cost me more. So I'll do this and hopefully we hit some numbers, but I think green and red can be very close. I don't like this because it's too, but this is too much talking for me. I don't like talking. I don't like to chat that much because you get into these discussion, yes, no, yes, no. It's just like, just play, man. Just play and yeah, you know, someone can lie anyway. I don't know. That bug is over. Okay. Yeah, I think, yeah, green is so close. Green has had very lucky development cards, and he is probably at 9. He is probably at 9, and Spike could be at 8 as well. Oh no, so what did he use there? I think it was a Years of Plenty. So yeah, he did get a Years of Plenty. So let's get that on the board. And what did he roll? Oh, so he builds a road, and he wants to go for another settlement there. And he had, okay, so yeah, Spike is, you know, was a man of his word. He said he would block me, and he does. He does roll a 6, and he has a lot of cards. He has a lot of cards. He could just build a settlement, 2 cities, and be done. Or just 1 city, and he could be done. Yeah, so yep, and he has 2 victory points. We were close, but in the end, we had a good start, but in the end it didn't work out. So we got a triple shared game. It was a very fun game. It was a very fun game, very close game.